Hey all the lovely people out there, welcome to another video. Today's video we're going to look at the unboxing of Zogdai Watch Ultra. It's another Apple Watch Ultra clone, and as you can see the watch case itself is really good. Rather than the previous video where I saw the WS8, it is kind of plain. It just says it's multi smartwatch or something like that. So this one is like pretty attractive, and as well as just it shows the watch picture outside, and pretty much that's all in the front. and the back it's kind of plain, made in China, and a bit about this is not a medical device and all sort of things. And also I got two other straps, the orange one and the gray one, or the silver. So yeah, let's get straight away into the unboxing. Right, so pretty decent packaging for a $50 watch. As you can see, it's quite organized with a couple of pamphlets, the manuals, and also there is an extra strap that has been attached. Apologize, this is extra strap. I got it, and this is the strap that comes with the watch itself, but you can choose what color you want. So I chose it's kind of gun metallic color. So this one, and a couple of things here in the manual. It says Zodai Z8 Ultra. So I believe it should be a generic app that used to connect. No, it says Zodai, so not like the RD Fit. It looks like an generic one. So this is the charging cable. So it comes with a USB-A, not like an USB-C, and this is the watch itself. And apart from that, nothing else in the box. So just gonna keep aside this box and strap for a while we unwrap the watch. So it's not quite really heavy, and it's pretty decent, I'd say. But it all depends on who is wearing it. If you're slim and thinny, and obviously you'll feel the weight. But for average size person, I would say you wouldn't feel the difference at all. So looking at the watch, and you can see a bunch of sensors at the back, and there is an button at the side, a speaker. I believe this is a configurable button, and the screen, and you got the rotatable dial, and the switch, I mean the button here as well. So I believe these are the strap release latches here. So let's just peel off the front screen. So looking at this, the bezel is quite considerable, and this is the WS8, and as you can see, the bezels are a bit thin on this one, and this is a bit light side as well. So this is a bit heavier when compared to the WS8, but I'll do an detailed video on comparing both these two phones. So to start off with, I'm just disappointed with the amount of the bezels surrounding the screen, and on the heavier side as well when compared to the other WS8. So just removing off all the protective films here. So pretty much that's all, and I believe these are the microphones. And in the right side as well, we got a couple of holes. I'm not sure what exactly. So this is like a symmetrical one. So we got four holes here, maybe not in microphone ones. This is the microphone one, and but the build quality is quite solid, and it's really nice. So let's turn it on. Now maybe this button. Nah, it doesn't turn on. So I'm just gonna quickly go back and then charge it for a while, and then come back, and hopefully it turns on after charging like 5-10 minutes. Alright, back. I just connected to an power brick, and I can see it's still charging. It says 0. I believe it's flat now, given the battery is charging right from the bottom. So let me turn it on. So yeah, it turns on, and you can see this is an familiar looking screen, just like what you see in an Apple Ultra watch, but you can obviously say this is a fake one and this is a clone. And I believe this is like a generic thing, like say the earlier previous WS8 as well. So scrolling from the top, you can see a bunch of icons. Just rearrangement is a bit different from WS8. Alipay touch, brightness, and just going at the maximum brightness here, and weather settings and QR code to bind your phone, alarms, SOS, and couple of things. And this one is water, I guess. So just scrolling to the left, you got a bunch of quick view options, and heart rate sensor, a couple of things. From the bottom, it actually takes you to the main menu or all the apps. So pressing the dial takes you to the central screen. Scrolling from the right, it actually takes you to the health rings. So this is for the heart rate monitoring, weather, and I believe this is all customizable given there is an plus option over there. So taking to the apps, okay, it doesn't take you to the app when I press the dial. Maybe this button, it actually takes you to the health app or the activity app. So I guess the only way to go to the menu option or all the apps is scrolling to from the bottom. And here you got a bunch of apps already installed. I'm not sure if you can install other apps. So all I can see is Alipay, NFCs, activity monitoring, touch, phone, messages, couple of other things, and see what else we got here. So this is the SpO2 an account, and the next I believe is the body temperature. Now this is a BP, and scrolling to the left, swiping to the left, it takes you back to the menu, and this is a torch. Okay, and this is the maximum brightness, I guess. Right, pretty disappointed. I thought this one is going to be better than the WS8, but already I'm turning out to be in love with the WS8. If you want to look at the WS video, there's a pop-up. It's coming at the screen as I talk now, so you can have a look at that. And rest of the other things, what else we got? We got music app, right? And this I believe is a heart rate sensor. This one is a female health related ones. So this one is shut down, so I'm not going to shut down now. So pretty standard, and as I said, I'm a bit disappointed because I just reviewed the WS8, which is a bit lower price than this one, but that actually is much better. So as I said, I'll be doing a comparison video after this is out. So I'll just come back after binding this watch to an Android device. I don't want to complicate things binding it to an iOS device. Alright, so trying to bind the phone, it says scroll down the watch face. Okay, scrolling down, and I got an eye here, and this is the QR code to scan and bind it. So I'm going to add a device, and this is Zordai, and it says Bluetooth connection is successful. So you got this one. So the watch is now connected and still charging, and just going into the watch faces, we got a bunch of watch faces here. So by default it comes with this one. I'm not sure why the brightness keeps on going down, but I'm just making it higher. So there are a couple of things here in the watch, so I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. Clicking on this one doesn't happen anything, and the Bluetooth nothing. Technically nothing works actually. So the Bluetooth is already connected. So let's see if I want to change it to something else, like yeah, got a few cards, I mean watch faces here, and let's say maybe just go for this one. Should it replace? Allow. Okay, and it's gonna take during upgrade Device is too low, please charge first. Well, that's interesting. It's in the charge already, and I'm not sure what exactly it's going to do. So just go into weather. It says 22 degrees, 10 degrees. I'm not sure if it's the right number. Let me check out in the weather app here. Sort of right. So just looking at the phone, rest of the things. We got an Alipay here. So just accept bind now. It's already. I mean, this phone is already connected. So I guess we need to scan the Alipay from the phone to bind it. I'm not going to do that. And there is a microphone for some option. Please pair the Bluetooth to call. It's already paired. I'm not sure why it's asking again. Brightness, weather, and this is a QR code. Please add and synchronize the QR code in the app. Okay. Few other things doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm wrong here. Please sync. Hopefully it syncs when it's the battery is full. Settings. I guess this is a night mode. Okay, so this is a find the phone and it actually works. My phone is actually vibrating. So, alright, I don't know how to turn this off. Okay, so back button and turn it off. This is alarm and this is the location, I believe. Lock screen. Okay, this is a password switch. So pretty straightforward. I guess it's similar to what you see in a watch face. So change password. I'm not changing it password. So going back to the menus SOS, and this one is the watch mode and smart mode. I'm not sure what exactly that is, but let me change it back to the smart mode. So SOS, and this is draining the water. So it just vibrates and pushes the water out. I'm not sure if this is really waterproof, and I don't recommend anyone going swimming wearing this watch. But if you're okay to risk it, like $40 watch, that's fine. And just scrolling to the left, it says no new messages. Bluetooth call open. Please pair Zodai audio. Okay, I'm just going to pair it in the watch. I mean the phone. I'm going into the Bluetooth. I'm just going to search for Zodai audio. So I'm pairing it. So that's paired now and connected. Close, open. Nothing happens actually. It's connected. Close and then open. So I'm not sure what's happening there. So going in settings, couple of things here. The languages, dial switch. So this is, I believe, the watch faces. Very familiar if you are from the Apple Watch user. So these things are like pretty standard from an Apple Watch. So yeah, they've tried to copy as much as possible. And this is, I don't know what this is. It says synchronize. So going back to setting, dial switch, power management, screen on and off, bedside lamp. Okay, screen off, style 2. There are a couple of styles, we'll check it out. On screen time, keep bright. Maybe that is like to turn, keep it on for most of the time. Vibration intensity, level 3, level 2. So power management, close, open. Okay. Ringtone settings, phone ring. So some things doesn't make sense here. Ringtone settings, message setting, alarm clock. Okay. So as I said, I'm pretty disappointed with this watch, considering this is this costs higher than the WS8. I expected this to have more features, but it's not that way, and the working as well, it's not really good. So there are a couple of drawbacks here, and we'll test the heart rate sensor and other things once the battery is charged fully. Let me try to see where the battery percentage is. battery percentage, where it is. Some shows battery here. No. Okay, all right. Just gonna come back in a while after charging this phone, wearing in the hand, and see how it is comes up with heart rate sensors or not. So just bear with me a minute and then come back. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. So here we are looking at the watch. So I did charge the watch for a while, maybe 10 minutes, and it has one bar here, and just make it as bright as possible. So this is how the watch looks like when I'm wearing the wrist, and this is the strap that came in along with the watch. So I ordered for two of these straps as well. Um, but wearing a strap, it's not an fun thing. It's quite hard. It's quite difficult. Not a really friendly way to easy way to wear it. So that's another thing that you have to live with. So looking at the watch itself, let's look at some of the sensors that comes in with the watch. So starting off with the heart rate sensor. So it says firmly with the wrist and holding it there. Let's hope it gives the correct number, sort of at least nearest to the number. Going on. It's taking its time. Hopefully it comes up. Okay, it gives us 95. I'd say it's kind of accurate given it's the normal thing for me, 1995. So going back, sorry. Going down, and we will look at the next sensor, and this is the BP sensor. So it doesn't really hold your wrist really tight, just like what a BP machine does. And I'm pretty sure this is another way of calculating BP. And also don't depend on this one. This is not a medical device, so it gives us like 124/80. So I'm not sure if that's the optimum number. And going back, and so looking at few other things here. So this is the activity rings, and look, so there are two activity rings, the same thing I believe. We got this icon here as well as this here. Both actually takes you to the same thing. And this one I guess is GPS or your driving record. So apart from that, I don't think you have a body sensor. So those two are the ones, and you got a phone thing. So just dial it and see. Just scrolling down the messages. It hasn't synced the messages from my watch. I mean from my mobile. So and moving on, SOS, whack-a-mole puzzles. Okay. So they have an inbuilt game as well, whack-a-mole play. And this is, I don't know what this is. Okay, 3 2 1, here you go. So what this is like an animation. Okay, I'm just going to skip it. I'm not going to look at it. And the next one. Okay, so this is the SpO2. So let's see how much is SpO2 for my body. So it's 95. I'm not sure that's accurate because I've known to count it as like 98 or 99 for my body. So even that's like not really good thing. So this one is like a pretty decent standard says 10 and 22. I believe that's the minimum, the maximum, and it's going to rain and doesn't say where the location is. And this is the activity monitoring app. So says running, and it starts right away. So just stop, too little data to save, that's fine. So guys, it's pretty much that's all. And this is 99 HPA. I don't know what this is. So this one, please and synchronize the QR code in the app. That's been synchronized. So overall, this watch is a bit of a letdown. So I'll show you like how difficult it is to remove a strap. So it's kind of blocks here, gets blocked here. So removing the watch itself, it's not quite an happy thing to do, and it's a bit of a struggle to wear and remove the watch. So overall, this watch is a bit bulky when compared to the other watch, WS8, which I will be doing a review shortly. I mean, comparison of that watch shortly. But overall, this watch is a bit of a letdown for me, considering this costs more than the WS8, and the bezel itself is quite thick, and the functionality wise, not many things are here, and phone as well. I'm not sure if it works fine or not. So there are a couple of things here, pretty standard. So if you're into a smartwatch that want to be look like an Apple iWatch and want to have this kind of a strap, go for it. But it's on the heavier side, and not many things to be used as well. So similar like what I used to say for the other one as well. If you want to buy an watch and look like an Apple Ultra watch, just go for this one or the other one, the WS8, which I'll be posting it as well. But if you want to buy something more decent, like a $50 is your budget, go for something like main standard ones like a Xiaomi or the Huawei ones, that's close enough and has multiple things. But you want just to gimmick an ultra watch, and this is like one of the options you have in the market. So pretty much I would say the rating out of 5, I will give like 2.5 for this one.